Well, Mr. Beast is in a whole heap of trouble. Now, a lot of people have seemingly gone quiet on his good buddy who used his name and his connections with Mr. Beast to bring down fellow LARPers and pressure them into doing things for them. Whenever I thought he was going to release a plan to talk about all this, never happened. He's just stayed quiet, continued producing his videos, and he's letting his reputation sink along with his wokeness. Because remember, in response to his trans friend and what they did, his answer was to inject more wokeness into the company, not to simply just acknowledge, hey, look, we're not talking about all people like this. This is one dude who did some bad things and we fired them. Like that would have been the easiest, way to move forward on this. That's not what they chose to do. They chose to hire high-powered lawyers, PR agencies, and inject more wokeness into their company. Well, now he partnered with Logan Paul to offer a Lunchables alternative. He's getting absolutely shredded for that. And he's being sued by all sorts of people from his Amazon show. Everything's falling apart. What did Trump say? Everything woke goes to, whatever. Right? Everything woke goes to garbage. Look what happened. Mr. Beast got woke and everything's falling apart. Mr. Beast and Amazon are both being sued by contestants for his upcoming Beast Game show, failed to pay minimum wage and overtime, failed to prevent harassment of the spicy variety. Well, I don't know how he's supposed to prevent that. Anyway, participants weren't provided uninterrupted meal breaks and rest breaks. Several contestants ended up in the hospital. Others reported suffering physical and mental complications while being subjected to chronic mistreatment and degradation. For the female contestants, hostile working conditions. This is what happens when you have a bunch of Gen Z people competing on your game show. They're all looking to get famous through these lawsuits. I'm telling you right now, they will probably not one of these people will win a single one of these lawsuits, but I don't care because Jimmy wants to be woke. Don't care. From one of the female plaintiffs, I wanted to join because I was a fan of Mr. Beast and his videos made me smile during the lockdowns. I expected to be challenged, but I didn't think that I would be treated like nothing, less than nothing. And as one of the women, I can absolutely say it felt like a hostile environment for us. Yes, everything in life is more difficult because you're a woman. I did see in 2024, OnlyFans had the highest revenue ever and higher than like NFL and NBA salaries. But yeah, tell me more about how it's hard to be a woman. Anyway, we honestly could not have been respected less as people, much less employees, if they tried. So a bunch of feminists now are suing. And here's the actual court docs. Again, they're not. I would be willing to bet you they're not going to win this lawsuit. But things get worse. Logan Paul and Mr. Beast launch Lunchables competitor that they claim is, quote, healthier, except it turns out that it's literally the opposite of healthier. It is so far from healthier, your head will spin. I mean, this has basically always been the case when you have, situations like, oh, it's health. In general, nowadays, the fewer ingredients, the better. Like as a general rule in terms of what's healthy for you. People say, oh my God, you can't live on steak. Well, it's probably better than whatever the heck is going into these things. Popular YouTube personalities Logan Paul and Mr. Beast and KSI have launched what they claim to be a, quote, healthier kids and adults lunch brand meant to outdo mid competitors like Lunchables. Lunchly advertises a groundbreaking new better for you lunch option, which includes Prime, which is like a zillion grams of sugar and caffeine and stuff that get kids hooked on it real quick, right? Its trio of products like turkey, cheese, crackers, nacho chips, and salsa, and a pizza option. Each comes with, of course, a Prime brand sports drink by Paul and KSI and a piece of Mr. Beast's Feastables. They were recently sued by a manufacturer and separately by the U.S. Olympic Committee, along with Mr. Beast Feastables candy bar maker made with rice puffs. Wait, each comes with, really? What? Our end game has been to not only provide high quality products, but also healthier alternatives, Paul said in his release, adding that it's time to provide a better option for those looking for a convenient, healthier choice. The most significant nutritional difference between the two major labels is that the electrolyte count from Prime is 400 milligrams as opposed to the 55 milligrams in Capri Sun, which is also not good for you. It's just as much sugar as a soda. In the nacho offering, chips are made with vegetable and canola seed oils, and cheese is not even real cheese, it's cornstarch based. Compared to the Lunchables equivalent, Lunchly has 10 sugar grams versus 22 and 90 fewer calories at 360 versus 450. Okay. The turkey stackums with corn syrup based crackers also have less sugar at 7 grams based to 21 in Lunchables. The calorie difference also favors Lunchly at 230 versus 310. Like the nachos, Lunchly's cornstarch, salt, and cane sugar pepperoni based pizza offers 12 grams of sugar instead of 20 from Lunchables, and a small calorie differential at Lunchly has 360 to 390. Here's the thing. The ingredients that they're putting in this stuff are absolutely insane. Our goal is to give kids a better meal option. Your goal is to get kids hooked on Prime young so you have a loyal customer for life. Elementary school kids drinking Prime daily sounds like a fantastic idea that surely won't have dire consequences. Later, even MrBeast tries to defend himself, ends up getting community noted. Lunchable sells hundreds of millions of units and countless people eat it. I don't know about that. I guess that must be true. Our goal is to give people a better for you alternative. Our turkey meal, for example, is 80 calories less, 60% less sugar, more electrolytes. We use real cheese. No, they don't. And they use a, quote, cheese product. They can't even call it cheese. Except you see here, Feastable chocolates were also marketed as being healthier chocolate bars, only 5 ingredients. Later, the recipe was reformulated. They now are no healthier, and the extra ingredients are disguised as, quote, unsweetened chocolate, counting as a single ingredient. I mean, 200 calories for lunch, by the way, is also not enough. You know, here's the curious thing. Here is their nacho meal. Do you know how many ingredients are in this? 101. 46 carbohydrates, 17 grams of fat, 101 ingredients. There are all sorts of ways that you can get around like caloric. You know, remember the MrBeast burger, which of course had, 950 calories, 66 grams of fat, 2,000 milligrams of sodium, 43 carbs. I mean, the MrBeast burger was obviously not healthy for you. I mean, a lot of these people are just, MrBeast receives backlash for defending his controversial collaboration with Logan and KSI and not responding to serious allegations. Bro is all quiet about the allegations, but when it's time to defend his profits, he's real quick. I mean, he's out there responding to people making fun of Lunchables. If you just look on Google, right? If you look at like Lunchly healthy, there are all sorts of smarter people than me that are completely, debunking this. No one should be thinking Lunchly is a healthy alternative when it has this many ingredients in it, including hydrogenated soybean oil, which is a trans fat. Trans fat is banned in the United States, but they label it as hydrogenated soybean oil as a shady loophole. Look at all the ingredients in pizza crust. Shouldn't it just be like flour? Enriched wheat flour, thiamine mononitrate, riboflavin, water, okay, vegetable shortening, yeast, vegetable gum, sugar, starch, guar gum, calcium propionate. I mean, the world of like all these people is ready to hit, the calories in and of itself obviously are lower, for Lunchly. Here's the thing. They put this out, Lunchly versus Lunchables, okay? Disable the comments so no one could debunk it. They get community noted. The 400 milligrams of electrolyte claim to be incorrect, The 12-ounce strawberry banana prime of the Fiesta Nachos and the 12-ounce ice pop prime and turkey stock both have 500 milligrams of potassium, not 400 milligrams. Again, they don't even know they're, I mean, look, they're entitled to go out and do that. But what's wild is this prime stuff is not healthy for you. Okay. A lot of these artificial sweeteners, you know, all this kind of stuff is just not healthy for kids. The fact that they're out there, there's absolutely nothing healthy about this, MrBeast. And of course, you aren't allowing comments. There's been a lot smarter people than me that talk about something called like celery extract, which sounds like it's healthy, but it's actually really not healthy. Celery extract, I think it's called. It was something, there's just, everybody's just basically dunking on Lunchly. Look, if you want to compete with Lunchables, I have no problem with that. But I don't really think that this is exactly the best way. You know, this probably doesn't, you know, I'll tell you what, you know, again, community notes on everything. Feastables are on clearance. I don't know if they're any good. I mean, if you like MrBeast and you like, you know, every middle school lunch table is about to look like this. Lunchly, kids will beg their parents for it. You know, Lunchly account, even their Twitter account is horrible. It's temporarily restricted. Obviously, rolling out a new product when you haven't addressed that you had a predator, multiple predators among your means, among your mitts that you hired, probably not good. I don't think you should be buying Lunchables or Lunchly for your kids' school lunches. You should be, you know, making them lunch at home and sending them with it, obviously. But you know, you see here's on the prime bottle. Not suitable for children under, I can't read what that says, 15? 15. Why is this in Lunchly, which is supposed to be a Lunchables alternative, which most people that have Lunchables are in elementary school. I never saw, most kids I knew never had Lunchables because it was like way more expensive than just making a peanut butter sandwich or something like that. But this stuff kids shouldn't even be drinking it. Ah, MrBeast. If only he had just come clean about his little buddy and fired him cleanly. You see here, what happened to YouTubers, man? I can't say anything. This is selling stuff for the sake of making money. How does this benefit their fans? This is selling crap to kids who don't know better than to trust people who are selling it to them. Do better. It's fine. You know, the Lunchly collaboration was simply to make money. It's fine to make money. But maybe actually make a good product and don't act like you're revolutionizing it when you're just giving energy drinks to kids. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like on it. If you haven't yet, please do subscribe or follow down below, and we'll talk to you again real soon.